Welcome back to the CryptoLabs Passive Income YouTube channel. Today we're talking about tokenized real estate. I mentioned this a week or two ago and there was a lot of comments being like, show us Lofty. So I'm going to show you Lofty. There's many companies doing this. I like Lofty the best personally, but there's many others. I've been in Lofty for over a year and a half, no issues, and I just keep DCAing in, and I typically will take a small percentage of profits that I make from all my other crypto projects and put them into Lofty. So we're going to talk about that. By the way, if you want to enter next week's giveaway or this week's giveaway, just leave a comment below. Make it thoughtful. Highly recommend watching this video till the end because I'll probably drop a few gems. I try to teach something, and we'll probably talk about strategy and overall portfolio strategy. So definitely stick around to the end. Lofty.Ai, as you can see, I own a bunch of different little properties and 0.5%, 0.25%, blah, blah, blah. Some in Chicago, some in Cleveland, Ohio, I'm looking at one in Florida right now. Anywho, you can see your cash on cash return. You can see the property value has appreciated. You can see rent balance that I've earned, and then I can go spend it, use it, whatever. So the dashboard is very, very intuitive. In the marketplace, you've got all of the properties. Now, sometimes there's a brand new listing and you can buy that one, like the tokens are in $50 increments, like each share of each property is $50. And you can buy them, and anything that is already sold out, it enters the secondary marketplace where you can buy them just like you would buy Bitcoin in your exchange. It works the exact same way. Or if you want to sell your tokens or sell your fractional ownership of your real estate, you can do that as well in the marketplace. And I'll show you all that. So you scroll through, you find, you see your cash on cash, and you see here, I'll show you. So what's great about this, in my opinion, is if you're newer to investing, this is a learning portal as well. You can learn terminology and you can learn and see, for example, you're like, oh, I don't know what IRR is. I don't know what cash on cash is. Okay, you can look that up. Oh, now I know what IRR is. I know what COC is. You can go down here and start looking at all the details of the property. You can actually go in and start looking at all the due diligence reports. You can start reading through it and learning more about these are professional investors who are buying these properties. It's a team of this is what they do for a living. And you can start going through okay, all their due diligence, everything in the neighborhood. Look, I don't know how long this is. They've done all this for each property. Each property is its own LLC. The team is obviously fully doxed. This is a legal entity. There's no funny business with this. Your money is safe. And you actually own the real estate. You actually own it. Even if Lofty went out of business, someone else would have to come in. It'd be a mess. But you're still a fractional owner of the real estate. Inspection reports, renovation approach, purchase agreements. You can go in here, look at all the documents all on one page. Each property has all of this. All of it. And you can go through it. And even if you choose not to invest in a property, you've learned a ton. Sales agreements, purchase agreements, renovations, updates, sales history in Cleveland, Ohio. And basically, this is what Lofty does. They find properties, they tokenize them, and they take a small percentage of it. I know it's in here somewhere in the purchase agreements. You can see what they take. They bought this for $125. Bought it cash, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, it's in there somewhere. I forget what it is, but they take a very modest, tiny little fee for doing the work. And then they have, I'm sure they're taking a small percentage every month to actually manage these properties for you. Every time there's a shift or a change in the property, every time something needs renovation, every time there's a tenant issue, you get notified and you can actually vote for it as well. Oh, we need a new fridge for this property. They always have a reserve fund. And if that reserve fund for each property goes under their sort of criteria, then there's just a small percentage of your monthly rental fee goes back into replenishing that. Kind of like a strata if you own a property like an apartment or so. So that's the idea behind it. And then buying the properties are really simple. So I'm looking at this one in Ohio, and I'm looking at this one in Miami Beach, Florida. Now, you can go buy it. You can go buy it with Visa, which is very convenient, but there is a fee for that. So I typically don't like that. And you can also say, hey, how many tokens do I want? So let's say I want to get 3 tokens here. I can use some of my rent balance, which I think I have $100 in rent for the last few weeks or whatever that is. They do take 30% of it for your taxes. They do all the tax stuff for you. You get tax forms and you just bring it to your account or whatever. And it's got all the documents ready for you, just like your index funds or just like kind of traditional investments. It's all done for you and you get a tax report. So they withhold 30%. Because I'm international, so they withhold 30%. So I can really only use $66 of it. I can go apply. And now what do I have left? I have $83 left. I can pay with my Visa. That is the easiest way to get into this, just to get your feet wet. Or I can do it through my Lofty wallet, which I could fund the Lofty wallet, or I can do it with my external wallet, which I should have here. Let me pause this video and show you my external wallet, which is the Algo wallet. So here it is, and I totally forgot. I bought something 131. I spent 135 and 131, as you can see. But this is in the Para wallet, and I've got 107 Algo, which is only worth $40 because I spent some. So I have to go fund this. This is the way I choose to do it. I can go buy Algo on my centralized exchange. I can go buy, $100 worth of it, so to speak, or $85 if I want to be technical, and then I can send it into this wallet. I can link this wallet. It's very, very simple. I can link it with Lofty. Lofty has great tutorials on how to do so, and then I can go buy it with Lofty. Now, just for the sake of this tutorial, or just for the sake of this video, I'll just make it really, really simple, and then I'll just use this Visa. I'm going to use my rent balance. I'm going to go do. I'm going to actually, I want to see the order book. Un momento. Actually, that's okay. Limit price 50, yes. Preview order, done. 3 tokens, Visa. I'm going to use some of my rent balance, so $66. There is going to be a $3.70 processing fee and $3.75 platform fee. If you would like to rid yourself of the $3, you can use the Algo, which is what I typically do. I just want to speed up the process here. And there's a platform fee to invest in new property listing. There's a 2.5% fee to invest in all other properties and a 2.5% fee to sell the property. And this is where Lofty.Ai is getting their little piece. I'll submit this order. It's going to create the order. I'll pause. Sometimes this does take a minute. And there we go. You just ordered some real estate. You will be an owner of if your order can be matched. And so my order is going to go into the order books. It's going to get matched with a seller. You can actually see it real time, just like you would, in your exchange. You see what are people willing to sell for, what are people willing to buy for, and it matches you. Typically takes a few minutes. Sometimes it's taken a day, and that's that simple. And so I'm going to pause this. I'm going to see whenever it comes through, and then we'll go have a look at it. All right, so it may take a while for the order to be full. I'm sure I'll shoot another video here, but the pending buy order. So we'll just wait on that. I'm not going to wait here for an hour or two waiting to finish this video. I want to talk about strategies, just really, really quick here. I like cash flow plays. I like how much cash can I produce. We're getting way more into bots, into copy trading, anything that produces 1% or more cash my way. So I can make the most out of, let's say, $1,000 or $500 or $2,000, and I can keep growing that bag and getting as much cash my way. I think of it almost like a business. Higher risk, but how can I get it producing cash flow? That cash comes to me. I invested in many different things. Right now we're building a software company. So some of that gets invested in that. Some of it goes into things like this. Some of it goes into different assets. Some of it goes into long-term projects. Some of it goes into my index funds. Some goes into it in thinking, okay, in 5 or 10 years. Some of it is 2 years. Some of it is 25 years. And because I'm an entrepreneur and I don't have any retirement, I don't have any handouts from the government, I don't have any of that. I don't get anything, and I don't want it. I need to ensure that I take care of myself and that I'm responsible for myself. That's nice. And so I'm always thinking, I'm always taking radical responsibility for my life and my position in life. And I won't get political, but I don't need any handouts for the government, nor do I want it. And I think the government is wanting us to be dependent upon the government because then what they say we do. I was told certain things 2.5 years ago that I have to do, and I didn't do it because I don't need anything from you. We just left the country. You want me to do that? I'm not doing it. I'm just leaving the country because I'm dependent on me and myself. And I'm a really big believer in that. And it's why I love the DeFi. I was also, once upon a time, I did support a cause that was fully legal. But then a few months later, the government deemed it illegal and they were threatening to freeze bank accounts of anyone who donated money to this cause. It was a peaceful protest. And I was like, wow. And I moved a lot of my assets out of bank accounts and onto the blockchain in the form of different stable coins and all of that. So yeah, I love this stuff. I love this space and I love everything it stands for. It's probably why I built an entire company, CryptoLabs Research, around it. That said, do check out the website. We got some free stuff on the website, and the website is, I'm sure, my hair's poking out here. It's early. I haven't showered yet. All right, forgive me. I'm in my nook. I'm in my den. I usually work till about 10 a.m. And then I'm typically free for the rest of the day, which is kind of cool. So I start early. Check out the website, CryptoLabsResearch.com. We're adding some free courses. I'm adding a free training. It's going to be 45 minutes long, and it goes deep into my philosophy and my strategies. We're pulling some stuff out of our membership site and putting it into that free training so you actually get a behind-the-scenes look and get a ton of value. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Do check out the website. And with that said, I'm going to let you go. I really hope you're having a good week. Leave a comment. What'd you get from this video? Leave a comment below, and I'll make sure you get entered into next week's giveaway. If you get any feedback or if you get any requests that you'd love to see, I check every single comment I check. So just leave it in the comments. And with that said, I'm going to leave some videos up here. 2 will be from this crypto channel. Check them out. They're going to be actually over here. And 2 will be from our mindset, philosophy, spirituality, and business building entrepreneurial videos will be here. I'll post 2 relevant videos. So check out whichever one speaks to you. Appreciate you being here. Have fun with the tokenized real estate. It's a fun world. And with that said, we'll see you soon. Peace.